Yani dünya birliği
In other words, the world, the international community, has fully accepted our victory and new realities. And this in itself is a historic event, because it is no secret that the great powers that supported Armenia, both during the occupation and during the war, have always created and could create major problems for us. Our strength, the unity of our people with the government, our military victory, the mood in society, the spirit of patriotism, all these factors have shown the entire world that everyone must reckon with us. Those who do not reckon with us will regret it in the end. The Armenia-Azerbaijan War, the Patriotic War, and the post-war period have shown this, and today's realities are also evidence of this. Azerbaijan is a country with dignity, a strong country. We would not advise anyone to even think about doing something evil against us. At any rate, there has been no other country in the world over the past 80 years that has won a victory as complete and absolute as Azerbaijan did. You see the processes taking place in the world now. Clashes, wars and war crimes are taking place in various parts of the world. But no one has won a complete victory. Wars continue to cover a larger geography, and will probably continue to do so. These political developments show this. We are the only country. We are the only people who have won a complete victory, an absolute victory. We forced the enemy to sign an act of capitulation. At the same time, Azerbaijan is the guarantor of peace. We exacted our revenge on the enemy on the battlefield. We once again showed the greatness of our people. We did not do to them what they did to us. However, what they did will never be erased from our memory, including the war crimes committed against the people of Kalbajar, the genocide, the Kojali genocide, the hostility, enmity and brutality against our people from other regions will never be erased from our memory, and nor should they. I am saying this both as the Supreme Commander-in-Chief of the country that won the war, and as a participant in the peace process with Armenia, with a defeated Armenia. We do not want war. We want peace. But that bloody history should never be erased from our memory. We should never be deceived by sweet words, and we should always be vigilant. Of course, our armed forces are on guard of the interests and security of our state every moment, every day. We are watching, seeing, and will detect all possible sources of danger. We are building up our military capacity. After the Second Karabakh War, we have increased the number of our special forces, both in Caspian Sea and in all other armed forces, by thousands. I don't want to specify the number, but it is a large number. New commando forces have been created. The most modern unmanned aerial vehicles and new artillery systems have been brought to our country. Now contracts have been signed for new combat aircraft, while the existing aircraft have been fully modernized. We must be ready for war at any moment, because the processes in the world are going in such a direction that it is impossible to predict what may happen tomorrow. We ourselves are the guarantor of our security, the government, the people and our armed forces. Therefore, if someone's sick mind decides to commit a provocation against Azerbaijan, I think they will regret it again. From now on, we will live as a victorious people and a victorious state.
yaşayacağız, gururla yaşayacağız.